Have you ever felt the urge to get fitter if one of your friends decides to join the gym? Have you ever felt the urge to watch a movie if your friends are watching one? Have you felt the desire to read a novel if your friends are reading? I called it the rub-off effect until unknowingly I sort of started to chain reaction myself a few years ago. Now I know there's a scientific name for this phenomena, the social multiplier effect. It spans across everything that we do, from artistic inclinations that we have to our hygiene, from the clothes we wear to our worldview. The social multiplier effect is everywhere, from little kids wanting to eat the same ice cream to middle-aged men wearing lycra and riding bicycles. My introduction to this phenomena was in the strangest of places, Instagram, where one meme was circulated so much in our school that my friend who made it became a star. I enjoyed reading books so much that since the age of 5, I used to sneak into my sister's room and steal books from her cupboard. Reading these books helped me explore a new and different world. My friends and I used to discuss these books, and we learned a lot from each other. Until there was a time when YouTube and Netflix took over our lives. As I reflect back on my days of finishing every Tinkle comic and every Calvin and Hobbes, I used to wonder, what about the children who did not have access to these books? My question was soon answered when I went with my mother to an underprivileged school. Over there, I saw these children memorizing their textbooks with disinterested looks on their faces, and it left a great impact on me. I decided to read a story to them as I walked into a library full of children playing with their new beanbags and admiring their new collection of books. I started to read to them, and there was silence. The children grasped every word I said intently. From that moment on, I decided to use the social multiplier effect to create happiness through books. Since the age of 8, my friends and I have collected old donated books and sold them at a minimal price. With this money, we used to buy new Hindi books to replenish old libraries. It started off as a small initiative, but during our sale, many students came up to us and offered to help us. This led to a rapid expansion and made me understand how word of mouth could help make an idea larger and even more effective. When I went with my team to donate these books, I noticed that these so-called libraries are generally just an old, rusty cupboard filled with books that had turned yellow and dust. At one point of time, I even opened one of these books only to see the pages falling to the ground. I knew now that the children did not pay attention to the books, and I wanted to change that. If these books weren't my best friend, I would have abandoned them long ago. This gave me the idea of creating a safe space, and I teamed up with the foundation to make this. The children loved it, and the teachers found it extremely useful. The social multiplier effect had kicked in. With every child coming to read in the library, he inspired a few more to come in. And with every teacher coming to teach in the library, she inspired a few other teachers to come in. And now the headmistress loves it. She can't stop talking about it amongst her peers. And now other headmistresses want libraries in their schools. They start approaching organizations, foundations, and start making libraries themselves. The social multiplier effect can be seen and measured here at various levels. Each library in a school impacts nearly 300 students. And the impact is not just academic. It teaches them about hygiene, habits, and even better value systems. Teachers and principals talk about improved behavior, reduced cases of theft and violence in school, and even improved confidence. I saw this impact firsthand when I met Divya. Divya is a girl who at the age of 8 lost both her parents. She used to beg to sustain herself, and I often used to see her in the library reading books such as Pepper and Bubbles, grinning to herself from time to time. After a few weeks of meeting her, my mother told me that Divya had started taking tuitions outside the local mandir. I was pleasantly surprised and wondered what gave her this idea. My mother told me that the books had inspired her and she wanted to do something for herself. This is why I started this initiative, and seeing this happen made me realize there must be thousands of children out there who needed books in their lives. If one individual from one school inspires 5 individuals from 5 schools, it could lead to the creation of nearly 7 libraries, which could impact nearly 2,100 students. Remember, this team of volunteers could help create a network of the youth. The social multiplier effect is a single idea by an individual, which continues even when the founder stops. Thank you.